not the blessing of the Bible as we are above you and you need to receive from an authority figure outside of you. The blessing of the collective of eternal love to give you all. In that, receive what is already you. So the receiving is just remembrance. These will not be words. They are just energy. For words are toys. Energy, thought, is reality. So be it. We will have a break. Are there any questions? This is Ocyphius.
Is it often necessary in the process of ego death or death of the fear along the ascension path to feel lows and feel like you don't know what you're doing and that it's not real, and that is part of the process, which when you come back from that vibration it's stronger or your vibration is higher? Or can you explain that?
Well, first let me give you the first part of this. Don't look upon the ego as death, because your ego, which was a term given and then given the altered ego, so now ego has a stigmatism on it. But your ego truly is your creative drive, the drive to be the individual expression of God. Very powerful, but we think it's selfish or ego dominating. Those are beliefs which you are altered ego. So we do not want death of the ego. We want understanding the altered ego to dissolve it. Does that make sense?
Yes, that's a very good explanation.
When you have your altered ego in recognition through observation of your actions in the mirror of reflection and relationship, then you have the idea of that personality ego altered to understand and become that. For once again, let me explain this and we'll finish your question. Real quick, your soul memory complex is the memory bank of all of your experiences through all of your times. Again, you have to understand this. Once you experience anything, you no longer urge yourself to experience that. So, in that, see your repetition. If you are repeating your lines, truly, then know that is a belief system in place that is causing you to believe you need to keep repeating your lives in that fashion. Again, we are seekers of the unknown. We are here to remember what we are. The only urge you truly give yourself from moment to moment to moment is an unknown experience to yourself. If you choose to equate it as a likeness to something, that's fine, but realize every moment is new. You're new, you just got here, it's all brand new. So the soul memory complex does not urge you to have an experience. What is giving you the experience of repetition, caught in a rut, I'm in the record groove, is you and your belief systems, your altered ego, and you can always equate it to a certain term emotion. That emotion of fear, that emotion of anxiety, acceptance, notoriety, nobility, however you choose it. It's not truly ego. It is altered ego. Your ego only wants to create new experiences of joy, period. You are the ultimate creator, non-stop, forever creating. Attached to you is a soul memory complex to remember all of your experiences to share with the collective. Ta-da! I took that from Bashar, pardon me. So, you understand this first part?
Yes.
Now, clarify a little more because I'm a little unclear on your question.
Well, so the second part is as we become more attached, or as we get into the lower vibration of depression and anxiety over the fear, is it necessary to sometimes experience those lows in order to release them?
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Have you experienced that low already?
Yes.
Let's call it anxiety.
Yes.
Okay, so are you done with it?
Yes.
There you go. If any of you have experienced any human emotion, you're done with it. What your belief system is doing is telling you you need to do it again. The only experience truly that you are seeking is your eternal love, which is unnameable. The closest thing we have is joy, happy, ecstasy. Even the word love has been so discounted, it's tough to even say eternal love. For you guys, we'll categorize it down to a category of this, this, and this. I love a hamburger. No, you don't. You like it a lot, but you don't love it in the way you understand what love is, what you have forgotten. So, if you have experienced all of these, understand that what you are truly doing in that moment is trying to return to your higher self vibration in a sustained manner all the time. And when you feel that anxiety, I know I'm anxiety. I'm done with it. When you truly say those words, that will change your vibration right then and there. Because that is what it is, and it cannot be anything different. So when you know you've experienced a certain part of negativity, you don't have to do it. There lies the choice. The belief system is what you will challenge yourself with. If that choice is one you fear, that's the belief system. If that choice is one that causes anxiety, depression, that's the choice to continue the groove, to choose it or not. That's what you get to the point that you need to step through and give it a shot. We've only asked you to do it once. And I know the ones have done it saw on the other side of that wall of fear, there was exactly what you put out. Joy. I know that. We all know that. The question is once you do it, in that moment, do you chalk it up to coincidence? Okay, I deserve one good thing in my life, but observation of self is continuance. It never ceases. It is a hard, difficult path, but it is the path to ascension. It's a pathless path because each one of your ascension will be individual. But, or in addition, or however, ascension is done through observation of your beliefs that's currently acting the paradigm of social conscience. And as long as you are believing that belief system, in other words, your personality, if that is in play, then you cannot wake up from that. But in observation, when you are watching yourself repeating these beliefs over and over again, then you see the choices. Once again, you walk through the wall, you great joy, yeah, I did it, but then here comes another belief to keep you limited. So again, awareness, observation of self is moment to moment to moment to moment. Until all of that is experienced, which it has been, but once you see you're choosing to do it again, the choice is you to no longer choose it. It no longer serves you. So when you do that, ascend, 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 raise, raise, raise. To the point of just being. Because you're only joy and you only create that. And the magic comes. The unexpected phone call, the unexpected gift, the circumstances that lead you to a new understanding of yourself and wonderful experience that you are. But you haven't taken it far enough. Not all of you, some of you. And some of you, none of you. It's up to you. So take that experience as far as you can, and as you are continuing through your joys, your happiness, your excitement, being bombarded by society all the time, shelling yourself from that 3D paradigm with the force field of love, walking through that as love, I dare say your force field gets larger, wider, more brilliant, more attractive, bringing in the ones to give you the love and support and trust builders to continue your ascension. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Wonderful. Are there any more questions? Then we shall take a break. I bid you good day. Oh my gosh. Someone was first. Him.
Mm-hmm.
And then it changed in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ocyphius came in.
Mm-hmm.
I like him. Good stuff?
Yeah.
Rita?
Yeah, I'm just thinking that regarding Ed's question, that he may be judging, I mean, okay, so like in cymatics, when they vibrate a substance on a membrane, it looks like chaos, it coalesces, and as they raise the frequency,
Yes.
it coalesces into a pattern.
Yeah.
Then it goes into chaos again,
And then
coalesces
another
into a
pattern.
more complex pattern.
Yeah.
It goes into chaos again, coalesces into a more complex pattern. And I think that the periods of chaos are what you're characterizing as
The
lower.
lows. Yeah.
And it's not really lower, okay? You're just
Hitting a new
experiencing that
Yeah.
shake up to get you to the next level. And I think it would serve you better to think of it in those terms than in terms of a low. Because then you're on a roller coaster. And really you're not. You're on an ascension path and you're just going up.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
As Bashar put it, you were
Yeah.
vibrating, you're going like this.
but always up.
You're always
But
going
always
up.
up, yeah.
But the highest peak, okay, comes back down, but it doesn't come back down lower than your
Right.
previous highest peak.
But that makes sense
It keeps going
because
like that.
always you have to lose something as you raise your vibration.
Right, because
You
there's going to be
lose
a
the
time of
things that are-
challenging.
Sure, and you lose the things that are keeping you from that higher vibration. And each time, it's, I think, more and more profound
Yes.
because it reaches farther into the core
Farther core
of-
beliefs
yeah.
of exposure.
of your beliefs of reality, because ultimately that's what we're going for, right?
Yes.
Is to ultimately change our beliefs about reality so that we are capable of shifting that reality at will.
And the further along that you go, the more fundamental the pieces
Sure.
that you have to shift. Because those are the pieces that
And-
you actually believed were real.
Yeah, and that is
Right.
acutely uncomfortable.
And it's very clouded up here with all these little tiny beliefs. But as you get deeper and deeper and start shedding them, those are the core beliefs that you're like, holy shit, I really think about this. I really believe this. Good point.
And it causes anxiety because if you don't have that, if this isn't true, then what?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Exactly.
I know. It's like, holy shit. Then what?
Who am I today and what grand and glorious adventures am I having?
Well, I mean, I can see how people don't want to do it because
Yeah.
to be face to face with your
Self.
self
Yeah.
and all of the things that you hold to be real and true, and to have to say that's not real And it's only true because I believe it to be true.
Yes.
Exactly.
And that is a son of a bitch for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I'm warming up my
Yes.
coffee.
Okay.
Let's take a break.